All right, Shalom. I'd like to start out by giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kakodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and safety to the elect all over the four corners of the earth. Okay, Shalom. It's an article on the Halloween and the origin of it. That's the wickedness is being pushed worldwide. You know, tonight and tomorrow they'll be celebrating it, October 31st through November the 1st. But you know, it all stems and comes from wickedness, and a lot of people participate in it and just try to exclude really the deep wickedness that it really means. Well, Yahweh Shema Shai is not excluding it. Okay, you're gonna be partaking in it, then guess what? You're gonna be judged for it. You know. But I got like two articles. I'm gonna read a little bit off this one and then go to another one. It says, what's the actual history of Halloween and why do we celebrate it on October 31st? It says, I want to jump down past this first part, and it says, yeah, I'm gonna jump to this part. It says here we're, you know what? I didn't let you know, but this article was published September 1st, 2019. It says, here we're sharing Halloween's origin and Halloween's meaning too, in the hopes that it'll make you celebrate even more meaningful. After all, this old-fashioned holiday actually dates back many, many years. It's a lot older than you might think. And as for the witches and wizards that you've come to associate with, yeah, they're a part of the story too. Here's the true tale of how Halloween officially came to be. Right. So that letting you know right there, it's about wickedness. It says what the witches and the wizards. Okay, and what did the scripture say about a witch? It said, "Suffer not a witch to live." You see, so this is not of righteousness. Well, if it's not of righteousness, then it's of nothing but wickedness. It says you already know that Halloween take place on the last day of October, but there's something you might not know. The word itself literally means hallowed evening and was previously known as early European celebrators as All Hallows Eve. All Hallows Eve, October 31st, and All Saints Day, November 1st. Both paid homage to saints. Hallows equals saints. This name was eventually shortened to Halloween, which we know and love to this day. The pagan and Christian occasion, see, the, over the time, that's what the people have tried to make this. It's a Christian and church all mixed together with the actual meaning of it, and it's okay to do it. It's just about the costumes, and it's all about the giving of candy and treats. Well, it's a meaning behind all of that, okay? And we'll get into a little bit of it. But it says, I'm gonna keep reading. It says the pagan and Christian associations hadn't also always been back to back, though up till the 7th century. All Hallows Eve fell actually on May 13th, perhaps in an attempt to offset the occasion with a religious celebration. Pope Boniface the fourth ultimately made the call to change the observation uh, to its current November 1st date. So here it is was changed to from to November the 1st, right? And it was changed by who? The Pope. Okay, so the, these Christians and way of living in the past has always been wickedness, because it was led by the a group of wicked people, which are who? The other nations and the 2/3 of Israel. All were wicked. Okay. The but I just wanted to read that little part right there, how the date was changed. Okay. And they try to associate it with saints, which they are not the saints. Okay. Of the saints are the elect of Israel. Okay. The children of the Most High. Those are not the saints. Okay. But this is November 1st, 2019 was updated. Originally November the 18th, 2009, when this article came out. And this is history.com. Yeah, history.com. And it says Halloween is a holiday celebrated each year on October 31st, and Halloween 2019 occurred Thursday, uh, October 31st. The tradition originated with the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain. I think they pronounce it Samhain, Samhain or something like that. Just for Samhain for right now. Damn it! It says when people would light bonfires and wear costumes to ward off ghosts. See, to ward off ghosts. In the 8th century, Pope Gregory III designated November the 1st as a time to honor all saints. Soon, All Saints Day incorporated some of the traditions of Samhain. The evening before was known as All Hallows Eve, like the last article say. And it says, and later Halloween. Over time, Halloween evolved into a day of activities. Over time, that's what it evolved into. Well, we need to know what it was before it evolved into a day of activity. That's what we gonna have to find out. Okay. But it says like trick or treating, carving jack-o'-lanterns, festivities, gathering, donning costumes, and eating treats. Um, it said Halloween original dates back to the ancient Celtic festival or Samhain, pronounced Soin. The Celts who lived 2,000 years ago, mostly in the area that is known Ireland and United Kingdom and Northern France, celebrated their New Year on November 1st. This day marked the end of the summer and the harvest and the beginning of the dark, cold winter, a time of year that was often associated with human death. Celtics believe that on the night before the new year, the boundary between the worlds of the living and the dead became blurred. It says on the night of October 31st, they celebrated Samhain, Soin, when it was believed that the ghosts of the dead returned to earth. So this is what it go back to, man. And you people go out there and celebrate and become a part of this stuff, okay? And you want to say that it ain't about, well, I ain't really celebrating, I'm just doing it, to take the kids to get some candy or this and that. No, you are associating yourself and your kids with this wickedness that's going on in the high places. See, it's deeper than just what you can see with the natural eye. That's why the scriptures uh, in Ephesians 6 and 12 say that we're what? We wrestle not against flesh and blood. I'm gonna read it. This is Ephesians 6 and 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. See, that's what's going on. Only the elect that's living and searching and trying to prove themselves to the Most High, Yahweh and Yahweh Shah, to receive the kingdom. Only the elect is fighting against this stuff in the spiritual realm, fighting this spiritual wickedness that's in high places. You ain't gonna be able to see it unless you are a part of the elect of Israel. You see, it says, um, uh, it says on the night of October 31st, Samhain, when it was believed the ghosts of the dead returned to earth. It's wickedness, man. Um, Now there's a let's go down like over here on the content, All Souls Day and Soul Cakes. Let's go down to that, and I'm not gonna read all this article. I'm not reading all of this, but I do want to read this one last part right here. All Souls Day and Soul Cakes. It says the American Halloween tradition of trick or treating probably dates back to the early All Souls Day parade in England. During the festivities, poor citizens would beg for food, and families would give them pastries called soul cakes in return for their promise to pray for their families' dead relatives. So you taking your kids trick or treating, you making that agreement, okay, on the left hand side that do what? Whoever I received some treats or some candy from, I'm gonna pray for their dead relatives. Why pray for something dead? That's not righteous. You don't pray for something that's dead. You see? No, we pray for the living. Okay? Darkness and light does not mix. We are of the light. We're not of the dark. Okay? The other nations are of the dark. We are of the light of Yahweh Shema Shah. You see? And Yahweh Shema Shah said, don't pray for them. Okay? It says, um, the the distribution of soul cakes was encouraged by the church. Here it is. You got these wicked churches all up in the midst as a way to replace the ancient practice of leaving food and wine for roaming spirits, leaving food and wine for roaming spirits. The practice, which was referred to as going a souling, was actually taken up by children who would visit the houses in their neighborhood, trick or treat, it says, and be given our food and money. The traditioning of dressing in costume for Halloween has both European and Celtic roots. Hundreds of years ago, winter was an uncertain and frightening time. Food supplies often ran low, and for the many people afraid of the dark, the short days of winter were full of constant worry. On Halloween, when it was believed that ghosts came back to the earthly world, people thought that they would encounter ghosts if they left their homes. To avoid being recognized by these ghosts, people would wear masks when they left their homes after dark so that the ghosts would mistake them for fellow spirits. You see what this is? On Halloween, to keep ghosts away from their houses, people would place bowls of food outside their homes to appease the ghosts and prevent them from attempting to enter. Come on now. Come on, man. Just all sorts of wickedness, man. That's all they go back to. Nothing righteous, man. You know? And if you gonna say, well, you know what? It really don't matter, this and that. Now, man, it does matter. You being a part of it, okay? The righteousness of Yahweh Shema Shah gonna have their ass in the house, you know. This is 1 Corinthians 10 and 20. It says, but I say that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to devils. See? And not to the Most High. And I would not that you should have fellowship with devils. See? Don't have the fellowship with the devils. And that's what the righteous men of Yahweh Shema Shai is out preaching and telling the people. When these wicked holidays approaches, don't be a part of it. Okay? Don't be a part of it. Same thing Paul was preaching to the Corinthians. He said what? He said, I would not that ye should have fellowship with devils. That you should not have fellowship with devils. You see? And you 2/3 that's going right along with the program. That's why Yahweh Shema Shah say you are of your father the devil. You see? Why? Because you had fellowship. You be like, you know what? I'm gonna just take the kid to get some candy. They getting away some free candy. I'm gonna just take, get a little bit of that. No, man. You know? Revelation 2 and 9, it says, I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. See? That's why the Most High call you 2/3 of Israel that. You are the synagogue of Satan. Okay? Why? Because you take part in the dark, wicked, evil holidays. That the wicked spirits that are up in the high places are sending out that vibration, and you just go right along with it. It says, ye cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils. How you gonna drink the cup of Yahweh Shema Shai and the cup of devils? You can't do it, man. You cannot do it. Water and oil doesn't mix. Okay? You can't do it. You gotta choose. Ain't no, well, I'm gonna live in between straddle the fence. You can't do that. You either gotta choose one side or the other. You see, the Most High said you rather for you to be hot or cold than to be lukewarm. You can't be in the middle. You gotta choose a side. Ye cannot drink of the cup of the Lord power and the cup of devils. Ye cannot be partakers of the Lord's table and of the table of devils. Can't eat from both tables. No, you can't do that. Okay? You're going to be destroyed. You over there eating off of Satan's table and then come reach your hand over there on the righteous table, chop, lose your whole goddamn arm. And then you be totally destroyed, man. Can be lukewarm. You can't scrattle. You can't try to be a part of both sides. A couple more, and I'm gonna close it out. This is Amos. Let me get there. 5 and 21. It says, I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. See? Come on, plain and simple, straight to it. This is Isaiah 13, because I mentioned it earlier. Isaiah 13. Isaiah 13 and 15, it says, everyone that is So like everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. See ya? So if you join unto them, you're gonna fall by the sword. You see? But if everyone that's being found and have taken the stand on this righteous side of Yahweh Shema Shai, you're gonna be found thrust through. If Yahweh Shema Shai decide to have mercy upon it. You see? Jeremiah 10. Jeremiah 10 and 1, it says, Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Who? O house of Israel. Have nothing to do. We don't care about what those devils doing, the other nations doing. We only care about trying to pull the elect of Israel out of the madness. Thus said the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen. The Lord said, well, learn not the way of the heathen. Well, if this is a heathen way, because it's surely not the righteous way, okay? No, this is a heathen way of um of living, man, worshiping evil, you know. So the Lord said, learn not, it said, verse 2, thus said the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. See? So learn not the way of the heathen. It's the point, okay? You know, and Halloween is not of Yahweh Shema Shai. It's on the left hand side of, it's not of the righteousness of Yahweh Shema Shai. That's of the wicked, okay? You know. So you thinking that you just doing something, I'm taking them kids to get a little candy. Well, that goes back to what you basically telling them, you know what, get the candy and pray for their dead loved ones. Wickedness. So with that, I to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem Kakadash. Okay, double honor to the apostles and elders of great millstone, peace and safety to the elect. Shalom.